CBC Media, it's Ed Crosby, and we're here at the historic Carolina Room in the Fairfield County Public Library in Winnsboro, South Carolina. And I have none other than Miss Joyce Grafton with me, the starter or the proprietor of Yamha. And how you doing, Miss Grafton?
I'm doing great, Mr. Crosby. How are you?
I'm good. Tell us about Yamha.
Well, let's see. Yamha is the acronym for the Young Adult Mental Health Alliance.
Okay. Our
mission is to strengthen the family bond and improve the lives of people between 16 through 30 and their offspring.
Okay. So I see you got a shirt on. Let's show off the shirt.
Okay.
We're gonna get into where the shirt came from. What was the brainchild of Yamha?
Well, let me tell you, it was actually a fluke.
Okay.
So I had written a book, High School Stories, Life Interrupted.
Okay.
So I was in the process of writing that book. It was actually in its final editing stage, and it was the summer of 2018.
Okay.
So a former student experienced death due to gun violence. Now the year before, another former student had experienced death due to gun violence. So I decided to add a part to the book where the students are frustrated with gun violence and they decided to join forces and develop the Young Adult Mental Health Alliance. I just wrote that in the book. That was my grief in hindsight.
Mm-hmm.
So when it went back to the readers, and then when some therapists read it, they said, look, this cannot stay in the book. And I didn't see what they saw. So one therapist said, at the very least, register this name with your state to protect it. You don't know what you have.
Okay. So they weren't saying that this could not stay in the book as you need to take that out because that means this excerpt needs to jump off the pages. This needs to get into real life.
Exactly.
Okay. Yes. Okay. I'm hearing what you're putting down. So, the Young Adult Mental Health Alliance. How long have you said 2018, or how long have you actually been, certified or what have you?
Well, I'm going to be honest with you. Okay. So, I was a teacher when I wrote the book.
Okay.
And I left teaching 2018 because I felt a calling that I had to live in my purpose.
Okay.
And so I needed to learn a little bit more. So it didn't work out the first time. I needed to learn a little bit more. I returned to teaching. And it's funny because the date is July 31st, 2023. I walked into my classroom, stepped my foot in the door, and God said, this is your past.
Okay.
And I struggled with that the 23-24 school year.
Okay.
And so God kept showing me, this is your past. Now, Valentine's Day. I'm in a high school, and I like to play music that the kids want to hear. So they were naming things that they like to hear. And I said, okay, well, I'm going to play something I like to hear. So I decided to play Matrimony by Wale and Usher. So as I played that song, I'm like, wait a minute. They are singing these words, but it's hitting me differently. Because in that it says, if there's a question of my love, you've got it. I've got plans for you. I'm like, wait a minute. It's like God is telling me, you've got to move because I have plans for you.
Oh, absolutely.
I have plans for you.
Yeah.
I'm a spiritual person.
I get it. I'm right there with you. I'm right there with you. Because the thing I'm picking up from you right now is that you have your life quiet enough to hear God when He speaks. So, a lot of people, they don't realize God's speaking to them because, life's too noisy. But I always say I try to be quiet enough to hear Him when it does speak to me.
Mm-hmm.
So, this organization, how many students have you affected since jumping out there into the real world off the pages of your book? The name of the book before you go on.
High School Stories, Life Interrupted.
Okay.
So actually, I had started to write that book to normalize depression and anxiety in high school students.
Okay.
Because, depression and anxiety is diagnosed, it's on the rise, but it's no different than when you and I were growing up. We had anxiety and depression because, we're going through an identity crisis.
Sure.
Who am I outside of my parents?
Right.
So this is something normal. But in the midst of that, the life interrupted comes because then there's the Parkland school shooting in Florida.
Yes.
So now we've got to change that because then the students changed. I saw that.
Right.
So their life was interrupted.
Sure.
And so I'm saying that because when we think about the concept of young adult mental health lines, we're thinking about how can we impact our students in such a way that we are empowering them, lifting them up, telling them that, hey, you're going to be okay. So how many students have we impacted? It's hard to say. But what I can tell you is this. We have kept some statistical data.
Okay.
So our mission is to help people 16 through 30 and their offspring. So we have been able to help single mothers. We've been able to help them with housing, help them secure employment, help them to bring forth a normal, healthy baby into the world. Last year, we gave away two $250 scholarships for transportation. Okay. Now, I know $250 can't compare to what other organizations have done, but we were new.
Absolutely.
And we believe in giving people a leg up.
Yes.
So the people that were awarded the scholarship were students that we had provided transportation to summer school with, so they could graduate on time.
Right. Okay.
And so we have fed the Cyclones. Football teams, the JV, 9th grade, all of them, we fed the Cyclones. We have had Healing Through the Arts is one of our programs. Okay. So we have had a resident writer to come. Okay. So we've impacted students that way. How many? I'm not exactly sure. And here's this other thing. We're in the Fairfield County Library, correct?
We're in Fairfield County Library, yes.
The students at the Fairfield County Career and Technology Center printed these t-shirts for us. Okay. All right. Now that's a good looking shirt. So that's from design to print, or did you already have a design? We had the logo. Okay. But they printed, and let me just say about the impact. So it's 3 classes of students who worked on it in different phases. Okay. So one day they asked me, I visited them, and I was able to see how they laid down all of these things, how they did it. And they talked to me about, okay, do you want to go this route? They printed the bags, this route with the bags, that route, and they created the invoice. Sure. And I'm excited.
Yeah, that sounds exciting.
Because they did it.
Absolutely.
This is their work, their real life work.
Yes.
And so I guess maybe like 43 students there we have impacted. Yeah. We've tutored some students. Okay. We are working on workforce development initiatives in other ways. So I don't know, I might have to look at some numbers again. Right. But what I will say is we are growing and we are working. Awesome.
Yeah, because they always say an idle mind is the devil's workshop. But to keep a student doing something constructive can help to thwart mental health issues. And I think a lot of times, I guess this generation now, they're not as involved in extracurriculars, and to have some extracurriculars definitely does help. So let me ask you this. I know we're talking about the students, but you've got an event coming up. What's that event about?
Oh, I'm glad you asked.
Yeah.
Because it is the second annual Southeastern Family Breakthrough Conference.
Okay.
Now, it is a collaboration between the ALM, the Enlightened Living Ministries.
Okay.
So where the nonprofit leaves off as far as age goes, the ministry will pick up.
Okay.
Because people need lifelong things. And so we will be doing this summer, actually we're going to do a youth retreat for people under 21.
Okay.
And then eventually we will have retreats for people who are over 21.
Okay.
People who are married. So we want to do marital retreats, lifelong marital retreats, because just like our car needs tune up, our marriages need a tune up.
Absolutely. Yes.
Collaborating with other people.
Yes, absolutely.
Saying, we're going to take this time away from the children and remember why we fell in love.
That's
and
right.
sometimes we forget that.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so we're going to also help, like, I look at how in some ministries, that they have Celebrate Recovery. And I understand the concept of recovery. I've had family members who have been in recovery. And I myself work a 12-step program as a family member of someone in recovery. So we want to continue that, because in order for the families to be strong, we have to help strengthen them.
Yes.
So our second annual Southeastern Family Breakthrough Conference is happening Memorial Day weekend, where we're going to do learning. So I have a philosophy.
Okay.
Here's the philosophy. First, we work hard, and then we play hard.
Okay. I like playing. I like working too. I'm a hard worker, but I like to play as well. So, where will this be taking place at?
So our first work hard day is on Saturday.
Okay.
So we're going to do a traditional conference with various breakout sessions.
Okay.
We would love to see families strengthened so they could purchase a home, because that is going to help strengthen the family. So there'll be financial literacy.
Okay.
And we will talk about mental health, because that is important. We'll talk about relationships.
Sure.
And then we'll be having some sessions for younger people to think about who you're surrounding yourself with and where you're going in life.
Absolutely.
That's day one.
That's so important. Who you surround yourself with, because a lot of times you can get caught up in mess because you're just in the wrong place at the wrong time, but you're around the wrong people that are in mess, and you get caught up in the mess. And so definitely surrounding yourself with good, positive people. It's always said you are sum total of the 5 people you hang around. So if those people, you look at the people who you hang around and see exactly who you are at that moment, and start to either distance yourself or draw closer to those people, depending upon what they are in essence to you. But yes, that's totally important. So you're having the conference day one. What's happening on day 2?
Now, day 2, we're going to have a small faith, sort of like, a small faith service.
Okay.
And then, this is work, but it's having fun too. We're going to do traditional games.
Okay.
To help strengthen that family bond a little bit more. And, we'll have breakfast and lunch on Saturday and Sunday.
Okay.
And then our play hard day, where is going to Carolyn's. The water park opens Memorial Day weekend.
Yeah, right.
So that Monday is our play hard day.
Awesome. So how can folks reach out to you if they want to participate or if they want to pour into what it is that you have going on and what the actual event that you have coming up? How can folks reach out to you?
Well, so let me just say this. You can visit our website, www.yamha.org.
Spell it.
YAMHA.
Okay.
.org. Now, when you go on Yamha.org, if you scroll down, there's a registration link, and it's linked you to our conference website. And there you can register or you can become a sponsor.
Okay.
And so let me just say this. I want to thank King's Funeral Home and Alex Oliphant.
Okay.
Because their donation allowed us to pay for the printing of these shirts.
Awesome. Big shout out to King's Funeral, Mr. Mose Caldwell, and Alex Oliphant as well. Anything else in closing, Ms. Joyce?
Well, let me just say this. We are working extremely hard. When I say we're working extremely hard, 2 days ago, I graduated from the York County Regional Nonprofit Management Program.
Okay. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
And that was very important for me for a number of reasons. Number one, I have had to get my mindset where it needed to be.
Sure.
To become the executive director that Yamha deserves and the minister that the Enlightened Living Ministry deserves.
Okay.
But then it also lets my students know, the people who come to Yamha, people who are connected with the Enlightened Living Ministries, that growth never stops.
That's right.
You see,
Absolutely.
when I saw my name on that certificate, I was so proud of myself because I didn't just prove it to me. I have 2 children.
Right.
My husband and I, we have 2 children who are in adult age yet.
Sure.
And then we have 4 grandchildren. They're watching us.
Absolutely.
You know,
No doubt.
people are watching. And my mom told me that when I was 15 and I was sassy. And I said, this is my life. She said, oh no, this is not your life because people are watching you. And she set me straight.
Yeah, she sure did.
And I've been halfway straight ever since. I'm just joking. I just have to have a little comic relief sometimes.
Yes, absolutely. That's what we're all about. We're all about positivity and having a good time and lifting one another up. That's what we're all about. So we thank you so much for imparting this wisdom with us and letting us chat with you a bit.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
Talk about your event and all the things that you're doing with Yamha.
Thank you so much, and I really appreciate it. And we look forward to seeing you next weekend.
Absolutely. It's Ed Crosby, Miss Joyce Grafton with Yamha, the CBC Media here at the Fairfield County Public Library in Winnsboro, South Carolina. Thanks so much, man.
Thank you.